Welcome to the Miracles and Wellness Podcast. I'm Clarissa Booker, your holistic health coach and beauty expert. I know how stress can derail your well-being as an entrepreneur. I'll be sharing simple strategies to reduce stress, ditch stress eating, and replace other habits while energizing your day by incorporating more plants onto your plate. With small shifts that can boost your health, happiness, and productivity. Whether you're seeking guidance with weight loss, stress release, or just a moment to recharge, I invite you to join me. Let's optimize your wellness path. So be open to receive because I believe that miracles are for everyone. Let's go. Hello, how are you doing? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we're going to touch on topics that maybe people overlook for their physical and mental health. So it's not a secret that you're going to be driven and you're passionate and you're just going to pour your heart and soul into your business, right? But sometimes, what do? We put our wellness, our well-being on the back burner, okay? We're just going for it, we're driven, we're go-getters, we're ambitious, which is pretty dope, yes. But at the same time, we do not want to neglect our well-being, okay? Because you will notice it will sneak up on you, and you'll just start feeling fatigued and all of these things. And then next thing, you're stressed, you're anxious, you're burnt out. So we want to try to help prevent some of this, which want to be proactive, right? Because first and foremost, it's a necessity. It isn't just something that is a luxury or you just do when you feel like it. It is a priority for your health, right? To live a long life for your family, to leave your legacy that you're building, all the things that you're after, right? When you're looking at this why that you have, and it can be different for everybody, if your health is not a priority, then none of it's going to matter, all right? It's just not. And you see it all the time. People are just going and going and going. Then they just crash. Different things happen. So we don't want this to happen, all right? So irregular eating habits, when you're not moving your body, not sleeping enough, just neglecting your self-care, all of these things can have serious consequences on you, right? On how you feel, how you move, on your health, all of the things, all right? And one significant one, is how we eat, right? If you are having irregular eating habits, right? Do you set aside the time to sit down and enjoy your food? Really? Are you eating mindfully? Sometimes you have to take the time to block that time out so you can enjoy your meal, right? And if you ever done that and just bypass it for something else, you have to respect yourself enough to allow yourself that, right? Be like, no, I am not taking away this 30 minutes, this hour, whatever that time is that you have to enjoy your food, right? So your body is more in sync. Eating unhealthy snacks, taking the time to meal prep is really helpful. Even though it might be I don't want to sit down and do this. When you actually sit down and take the time to do it, it will be so beneficial. Because what happens? You're hungry and you're tired and you don't feel like doing anything. You just reach for what's convenient. And a lot of times those are unhealthy snacks, or you're just running through a drive-through, or you're just randomly eating out somewhere. And when you're ordering off the menu, just looking at the ingredients, and you always can ask your server what's in it. And a lot of times people are open to asking the chef to prepare something a certain way, dietary restrictions. They are really used to it. And so they're not going to mind, right? And if you know ahead of time that you're going to have a meeting and you're going to a certain restaurant, you always can look ahead at the menu and plan accordingly. Just giving yourself that so that you're not just frazzled or anything like that. And packing healthy snacks with you. If you're busy, you have things going on, you're planning, maybe you have an event, just taking the time to even bring something with you, set it aside, put it somewhere that you have it so that you're not running out to a convenience store or a snack machine per se, So just having those things, just thinking ahead, right? So the meal prepping, bringing food, even smoothies are great. You can make smoothies. Smoothies are like a salad. They can be as healthy or unhealthy as you choose to make them, okay? So having an idea what you would like in your smoothie, and you can make it more nutritionally dense, okay? And there are even little mixers that you can bring with you, right? So if you're in your office and you have a little smoothie machine there, if you're not working at home. Also moving our body, okay? Just not letting it go off on the back burner. Okay, this is vital for your health, for your well-being, for your productivity, all the things, okay? Because a lot of times we're prioritizing work over workouts, but physical activity keeps us fit. It's also going to reduce our stress levels, boost our creativity. I mean, there's so many benefits. I can go on and on and on about moving our body, okay? But, sometimes you feel pent up stress, and sometimes just as simple as just moving your body, hitting the gym, going for a walk or a run, you will feel so good, okay? Those endorphins kick in and you're like, boom, and you start feeling better. Then you can go back to doing whatever it was that you were doing. Even if you don't think you have enough time, you do. You can find it. Even if you just block out 10 minutes, and then sometimes something as simple as starting 10 minutes, you'll start feeling good and you'll keep going, right? It's a wonderful habit to have for your life, right? It's a lifestyle, as we say. And even if there's desks that move up and down, you could have a treadmill underneath there. You can walk on your breaks, do a meeting. There's so many ways you can incorporate moving your body in it. Time block it in the morning. Make that part of your morning routine. You'll feel amazing starting your day like that. But even if anything, especially if you have your office at home, which a lot of us do now anyway, have a treadmill there. I mean, treadmills fold up and get out the way. Are you still using your Peloton? What are you doing? Don't put clothes on it, okay? Break it out and get to moving. All right, let's go. Doing all the things, but making time for movement. And you don't have to walk. You don't have to run. You could do so many things. So after you feel like listening to this episode, or you could pause it right now. If your juices are flowing, you'd be like, ooh, I like to dance. I like to dance on Wednesdays. I play tennis. That's my jam. I'm trying pickleball. What are you doing? What is speaking to your heart? What's speaking to your soul right now? It doesn't matter what it is. I just want you to move, honey. I just want you to move, period. You write a list and write down activities that you enjoy doing. Whatever is good for you. And you could find people that like to do it. You could do it by yourself. No excuses, okay? So we're working on nutrition intake, moving our body. But what's also we need our sleep, okay? So even if you're working on a project that's running you rampant, you have to get your sleep in. You have to get your sleep, okay? This is not, I work more hours than you. Look, that hustle mentality is gone, okay? We're about our health because we know the impact that it's having on us, it's having on our family, it's having on our children. Even when we talk about our kids, they see us, right? And what do? They do as we do, not as we say. That's just the reality of it. We all know that. So mirroring, what's the word I'm looking for? Modeling, there we go. So modeling how we would like them to take care of themselves as they grow up. And when they're adults and all of those things, we can show them, right? And even if they're not doing everything at this moment, they are still taking it in. Know this in your heart that they are, okay? But back on sleep. So sleep is vital to our functioning. It helps with resilience. I mean, it allows your mind to reset. Meditating before you go to sleep, meditating before you wake up. You know how I feel about that, right? But let's talk about, I do have an episode on sleep hygiene, okay? I do have a whole episode on sleep hygiene. I will link to that in the show notes, and I might do an updated one coming up in a few weeks as well. But some simple things you can do for your wind down hour is helping with the blue light on your screens, like your computer, your phone. It can disrupt your sleep-wake cycle. So using like blue light filters on your devices. So even like on the phones, now they have a feature where you could set it to automatically turn that off. It can silence your phone calls. And there's so many helpful ways now. You also can wear blue light blocking glasses in the evening to help minimize that. Have your room set up to feel cool, nice and quiet. Is your mattress comfortable enough? Your pillows? I know I have had to do things with pillows to help with my neck, right? And so I want to feel comfortable. So pay attention to your body. What is your body telling you? And if you're feeling some kind of pain, don't ignore it, right? Work on that. Release that out of your body, right? Do you need a massage? Do acupuncture? I mean, what are the things? Some stretching. Do some yoga. I mean, there's so many different kinds of yoga, which that also can fit into your movement bucket as well, right? You could do some yin before you go to sleep, some restorative yoga just to help relax your body, right? Have some mindfulness in your nighttime routine, just help calm your mind. Do some journaling, get all those thoughts out, right? And decreasing caffeine and alcohol before you go to bed, right? Even if you're a caffeine lover and you're like, I still can go to bed, it's still affecting you internal, right? It's still, you might not notice it, or even alcohol, right? Try to space that out before you go to sleep. So it might make you feel drowsy initially, but it can disrupt your sleep cycles later in the night. So just being mindful of that. Have a glass of wine with dinner, right? What time are you eating dinner, right? At least 3 hours before you go to bed. Just taking care of that, right? So just figuring out what's a good sleep routine for you, right? Just getting all of that out. Okay, and also we're going to touch on self-care, all right? We know we can neglect our self-care, but look, honest, whenever you do something for yourself that you enjoy, that makes you feel relaxed, how do you feel? You feel pretty amazing. Okay, look, you know you do. So what is that? What do you enjoy doing? What's relaxing to you? But when you're also making your lists, also make a list of things that you like for self-care. All right. So this is what you're going to do. So if you stopped it before, stop it again and make a list for self-care. Do you like reading, the meditation, right? Spending time with loved ones. What brings you joy? What makes you feel nurtured? What makes you feel lovely? You know, what brings out that feeling inside of you? You know, what drives you, like pertaining to like passions, right? Just set aside some time for that. Is there something that you enjoy doing that just makes you smile, right? Maybe you need a good spa day. I know I love a spa day. You know, what is that? So just finding out and making sure you do that. This is fundamental in helping you prevent burnout, right? So you need that time. Do you like to travel? Okay. Have you taken the time to put your next trip on your calendar? Because this is something for you to work towards, right? When you're being productive each day, knowing that, okay, yeah, like in 6 weeks, I'm on my next trip, right? Form of self-care. Then you go there and decompress, right? Relax. And this will help your mental health, your stress levels, right? Sometimes you just need that boost, okay? And then that goes to that work-life balance, right? Just taking that time for yourself. Because we're all human, all right? And when we neglect our health, physical and mental health, it then leads to weight gain. Chronic health conditions, then we're low on energy. Everything that impacts our life, it impacts everything. It's not just one, because the way you do one thing is the way you do everything, okay? So if you're feeling snappy at home, it's going to linger into work, right? People can feel that energy. This isn't about judging yourself. Don't do that. Just be aware of what's going on and just make a plan and do it, right? Because it happens to everybody at one point. We're all human. So don't judge yourself, ever. Just be curious about what's going on. Be like, why do I feel like this right now? What's happening? What have I been neglecting in myself? What should be addressed? Just get curious about how you're feeling, what's going on. Just tap in. Go inward, right? Ask God, talk to God, do a meditation, journal it out. What needs to happen? You owe that to yourself because you deserve that. You're a queen. Period. All right? Are you feeling constantly fatigued, right? Mood swings. Can you not focus? Assess these things, you know? Talk to family, friends. Contact me. I got you. Okay? So just make small, sustainable changes. Decide where you're going to start. How are your food choices, right? Do you need to meal prep, get some recipes out, get some delicious, plant-based, nutrient-dense recipes, go to the store, have somebody go to the store for you, you know, just prepare everything so that it's there? Do you need to carve out some time to move your body? Do you need to block it on your calendar? If that's what you need to do, that's what you're going to do. Make it yellow. Boom. So you see it. Okay. Do whatever you need to do for you, for yourself. Because if you do not take care of yourself, then it's not going to get done. Because you know what else happens? You treat other people how to treat you by how you treat yourself. Okay. I don't know. Somebody need to hear that today. I'm not really sure. I'm sure somebody did. Take it with love. But just know that. All right. So today we touched on irregular eating habits, a lack of moving our body, getting enough sleep, and making sure we do not neglect our self-care. Okay. So today, sit down and write down all the things necessary for you. And until next time.
Goodbye, guys. Thank you for listening to my mom's podcast. Leave a 5-star review.
I hope you enjoyed this episode, and just know and believe that you're on your way to optimizing your well-being. And go ahead and extend that blessing to somebody else by sharing this episode with them. And don't forget to leave a written review.